educational apartheid. Both history and morality demand that we promote democracy and justice for all. Your struggle is our struggle. Greetings from solidarity from Wisconsin. We thank you. We salute you. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what.
Brothers and sisters, what makes me most proud is that in this crowd I see some of my former students. Where are my paras? Where are the paraprofessionals? Where are my paras? Where are the people who know what's going on in the community with our children? Where are you? Brothers and sisters, I have to tell you, I am very tired. As you can imagine. But what I'm tired of are the lies and the name-calling and the vilification of the people who do the work every single day to make the difference in our children in Chicago's lives. I am tired of billionaires telling us what we need to do for our children as if they love our children more than we do. I want them to turn off the air conditioning in 125 South Clark and work like we work. Turn off the air conditioning on the 5th floor of City Hall and let them work like we work. I want them to turn off the air conditioning at the Gates Foundation and the Broad Foundation and the Walton Foundation so they can see what our children have to suffer under. I want them to come sit in a classroom with peeling plaster and notebooks, and I want them to be evaluated. I want to be evaluated. I want somebody to tell me how I can get better as a teacher. I want them to come into my classroom and see what it is I do. But while these people have their air conditioners turned off, I want them to not be able to go to the dentist when they have a toothache. I want them to not be able to go to a physician when they are feeling ill. I want them to understand what it means to be hungry, what it means to be homeless, and what it means to be uncomfortable while you give me a test. I want them to show billionaires marching. Why? I want you to tell me why you have to test my kindergartners 5 and 6 times a year when they haven't even learned how to play. I am tired of people telling us that we're thugs. I am tired of telling us that the principals are supposed to have complete freedom in organizing their schools, because that only makes sense. I saw John Legend last night speaking these words on television. And I say back to him, principals have a 4-year shelf life. So are we supposed to turn over our schools every 4 years? So when the next new principal comes in with their ideas, that the people in the building have already committed time and love, but their professionalism, that we have to just turn over because somebody new comes in? I would like for 125 South Clark to be stable. If it's not stable at the top, how is it going to be stable at the bottom? We are the foundation and they're trying to destroy us, and when we say we will not be destroyed, because that's not what's good for children. Evaluate me. Show me how I can get better. But don't tell me some random test you pulled off of a shelf that a child sits down and bubbles in is going to tell you what I've done. It does not. My father taught woodshop and drafting in Chicago public schools. My late father, God rest his soul. And I have this picture on my desk. My father always told me, you have to use the right tool for the right job. We want the right instrument. Tell me why that when we tell you the truth, that your policies are harming children, we're trying to stand in the way of bad policy. And guess what? The people who are making their policies, you see this piece of paper? You all see this? It represents a chart of the experience of the people who make policy about education. Here's their experience. Here's their chart. What's on it? Nothing. 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 Brothers and sisters, we did not start this fight. We have tried. We want to work with people. That's how we roll. We are collaborative. Collaboration is the best thing you can do to make schools better. When I work with my sister down the hall, she teaches me something new, I teach her something new. But if you're going to introduce the market into my classroom, why would I help the sister down the street when I'm trying to get something for me? That's not education.
I'm gonna put your bag behind you. Okay.
I don't care what they say. We will not harm our children. You are asking us to do harm to children, and that's why we're here. And I don't think people understand that. Yesterday I heard somebody called me a union thug. And I didn't answer appropriately because some senator from a right-to-work state, and I just didn't answer appropriately, and I thought about it last night, and I said, wow, is this guy in 6th grade? Really? You don't have an argument, so you name call. That's like when you don't have a vocabulary, you have to cuss. Right? For an agreement. We don't have an agreement, we have a framework for an agreement. So I want you to all understand that until you hear it from CTU, I didn't hear you. Until you hear it from CTU, there you go. Brothers and sisters, I am honored and humbled by the love you all show me. It is strengthening. But that love, okay, but But that love has to be spread to every single person here, because I would not be here if it wasn't for you and what you've done. No, don't stop that. Retirement. The staff members, the members of the rank and file who have been on our bargaining team, who have worked with us. This has been a beautiful democratic process with a small d, people.